So as we talk right now in Uganda, stocks are growing, things are changing. I don't know what you're waiting for to start investing in stock markets. And this morning, I'm very glad to inform you that we shall be having a couple of guests who are going to actually elucidate more on investment banking, the role of banking in terms of investment, and where we can put our money from the banks directly into investing in stock markets. I'll be having a conversation with Mr. Galabuzi Johnson, who is the manager of Finance Trust Bank. And I'll also be having a conversation with the CEO of SBG Securities, that is the Stanbic Bank Group, Securities Group, that helps in brokering in these stock markets and whatsoever is going on the market. So I would like to first of all update you on exactly what's going on the Ugandan market. This morning at exactly 9:51 a.m., as you all know, the market in Uganda opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 1 p.m. We've had Bank of Baroda, Uganda, having a share price of 80 shillings with no percentage change in the last 24 hours. Then the opening price was 80, and the high and low prices are still at 80 shillings. British American Tobacco, Uganda, which has, I think, the highest share price, is selling at 15,000. And the highest price has still been 15,000, and the low price has been 15,000, and there's no last deal, as you can see in the last 24 hours. Centum Investment Company, an investment company from Kenya, which is cross-listed on the Uganda Securities Exchange, is trading at 369.02, and the opening price today morning was still the same, 369.02. So if you would want to invest in Centum Investment Company, you must be ready to surrender this for a unit of share. Cipla Quality Chemicals Industries Limited, a local company here in Uganda that manufactures drugs, has its unit price at 88, which is quite friendly, and the opening price today morning was still 88 shillings. DFCU, Development Finance Company Uganda, is trading shares currently at 555 shillings. And as well, we have the opening price this morning at 555, and the high and low prices 555. Not much has changed since close of business yesterday. East African Breweries, a Kenyan-based company, a brewery company, is trading currently at 4,292.32, and the opening price was still 4,292.32. Equity Bank Limited is trading at 1,455. So you need to watch that for yourself if you want to invest in the Equity Bank Limited. The KCB Bank, that is a Kenyan-based bank, commercial bank, is trading at 1,119. And the Kenya Airways is trading at 118.27. So if you want to buy shares in Kenya Airways, you need 118.27. MTN Uganda, the recent IPO, and is trading at 185. And now about MTN, those of you who want to buy shares, there's also something for you. There's a proxy form that has just been put up by MTN. This is a proxy form. And now if you want to know what a proxy form is, you need a proxy form so as you can nominate people who are going to actually participate in voting leaders. So as you can see, MTN Uganda Limited, the company registration number is this, plot 69 Ginger Road. We or I, and of this address, being a member, you see, being a member and holder of Dash shares, so MTN ordinary shares, hereby entitled to vote, hereby appoint. Now, these are the people you want to actually go and vote on your behalf. Okay? I told you when you are a shareholder in a company, you always have the voting rights to go and participate in voting new leaders for the company and participate in such critical decision making for the company. So you can put two people here, then you have the chairperson of the general meeting, and of course you have other information to fill. But this is just a by the way for you to know, if you have shares in MTN, actually you have a chance right here to participate in their elections of new leaders. Next, we have National Insurance Corporation, I think selling at the lowest here on the market at only 5.9 shillings. Yes, National Insurance Corporation is a company from Kenya, an insurance company. And also we have Nation Media Group at 629.95. Nation Media Group is also from Kenya, cross-listed, and is trading at 629.95. Our very own here in Uganda, New Vision Printing and Publishing Company is trading at 155 shillings. So those are some of the stocks that you can actually get yourself. Others include Stanbic Bank Uganda, I think, which is the bank that has been trading lowest at only 25 compared to KCB, which is trading at 1,119. So if you have a niche in banking and you want to invest in banking, Stanbic Bank is a good way to start. With only 25,000, you can get yourself 1,000 shares in Stanbic Bank Uganda. Then Uganda Cranes Limited, 20 shillings. So if you have 20,000, you can get 1,000 shares in Uganda Cranes Limited. Umeme is trading at 240 shillings. So if you have 240,000, you can actually buy 1,000 shares in Umeme Limited. Now moving on, we're going to peer into the international market. As I said, this show is about you understanding investment, and investment in particular in capital markets. So on the international scene, we have Apple. I decided to bring Apple because it's the company that has been doing so well in the recent couple of days. Apple is trading on the NASDAQ Security Exchange. Now, NASDAQ is just a security exchange for a couple of companies that come together, and therefore they have a certain stock whereby you have international companies that come together to form a conglomeration of companies where people can invest. So Apple is one of them, and Apple is currently trading at 154.51. The currency here is US dollars. This has risen by 1.61% and a figure of 2.45 US dollars since close of business, May 10th, 4 p.m. EDT time. After hours, this was the trading. We had 154.49. Now, what after hours means is simply the time the market has closed, but business keeps on going on the stock markets. So during that time, we had a drop in the stock price at negative 0.0902, and that is a percentage of negative 0.01%. That was during the after hours. But by the time the market actually opened, it had risen to plus 2.45, and that is a 1.61%. Now we have the previous close. Before market closed yesterday, Apple was trading at 152.06. And then the opening price, if you remember, I said opening price simply means the price at which you can actually, the market is opening. And then bid price means the price at which you, as shareholder, can actually start to trade on this market. And then the asking price is the price at which you who wants to buy a share can actually start bargaining the shares. And so we have that for Apple. Then down here, we have the day's range. So by the end of yesterday, the range was between 152.93 to 156.74 US dollars. This is the high and the low. And the 52 weeks range has been 122.25 to 189.94, which is not a bad thing. You can see at least we have had quite a good range in the last 52 weeks. The volume, now, I still will explain this as we go along. The volume of the company means how much shares are traded in the company, how many people hold shares. So we have 115 million plus people, 736 shareholders in Apple. And the average volume has been this, okay? Then the market capitalization is 2.501 trillion. The market capitalization, as I said, is simply the total value of shares in the company. And it is in Apple, we have 2.5 trillion. So that's quite a big sum. And of course, the other things that come in there. Now we can compare Apple with Facebook. Facebook is trading. Remember, Apple was trading at 154, the share price, 189. So Facebook, we are having only 189. So you can compare. You see, we had 154, and now we have 189, meaning you will need more money to buy stocks from Facebook. And it has been doing well in the last couple of hours. As you can see, the market is open at exactly 10 a.m. when we got this news, and it has increased this share price by a percentage of 0.56% and $1.06 US in value. So these are some of the details that you need to keep yourself acquainted with, so as you can actually trade on the stock markets. So when we talk about all these companies that may seem foreign and all that, we want these to start coming to Uganda, whereby markets actually are active. If the markets are active and people are buying and trading shares, you will actually have a better market, because people can actually keep trading between themselves, and people can get to know exactly when am I going to buy, which company is doing good, which company can I invest in. And so you need to watch out for more of this when you're on this show. Now, news coming in directly from Bank of Uganda is that Uganda is clamping down on cryptocurrencies. Now, when we talk about investment, many people want to get quick money, and they rush into investing in all these things and stuff. Some people have lost a lot of money, billions of money, matter of fact, in cryptocurrency, and Bank of Uganda is on a trail to actually clamp down cryptocurrency transaction, and especially all those people that are making these transactions possible, including mobile money, agents, and so on. So this is a story that you should keep aware of, because many fraudsters are out there to take your money. So the Ugandan government is starting a countrywide crackdown on digital payment providers facilitating cryptocurrency business in the country this week. The Bank of Uganda issued a stern warning of all payment service providers, including mobile money operators, saying allowing cryptocurrency transactions open the country to fraudulent deals, money laundering, and a sale of illicit goods. Now, cryptocurrency is just an electronic asset, okay, an electronic means of assets that are transacted online. So you never have the money. It's 100% virtual. And of course, it's working elsewhere in the world, and people are trading using cryptocurrencies. But Bank of Uganda, what it's simply saying is that it has not authorized transactions from crypto to mobile money or to Ugandan currency. So whoever is doing that is actually not in line with the law. So out there, if you're doing cryptocurrency transactions, please be very extra careful, so that actually we prepare our country for this, because we are not yet ready for cryptocurrency, and we don't want people to, by the time it comes, people are already discouraged. So in a circular of April 29th, Bank of Uganda said it was concerned that advertising agents have been marketing mobile money for crypto transactions and vice versa, and illegal business in the country. We are also aware that such conversions that happen without the participation of the payment service providers. So you will not, if you transact the cryptocurrency as a service provider, you're actually wrong, according to the National Payment System Act of 2020. So this is for you to take extra caution as well as you invest your money. Don't invest your money in things that may actually lead to loss of money. Ugandans have lost lots of money, and according to the reports from Bank of Uganda, over $1 billion shillings has been lost just in the past few months. So please be careful as you invest. This is the warning we are putting out there. Ugandan government has not yet approved cryptocurrency. It doesn't mean cryptocurrency is a fraud in all sides, but as well, it means we are not yet there. So be careful and watch the space concerning this, and more will be coming to you. Now, another story making headlines: African stock markets inch closer to integration. And now we have very many markets in Africa. We have the Nairobi Securities Exchange, we have the Ugandan Security Exchange, and Dar es Salaam Security Exchange. Now these have been urged to actually come together to form a common market. And so you see a cross-border exchange where people can actually start transacting stocks across borders. According to one of the people that are in this project, the latest move comes after the African Security Exchange Association signed a contract with the United Arab Emirates software firm DirectFN for the design and implementation of software linking trading systems in 7 markets. So they want to bring the 7 markets together, and they have a software that they can build, and this is exactly the gospel we are preaching here. If we can have a common platform online where we can trade safely on these stocks, that would do us a favor, because we want convenience as well. So this is what they're trying to bring together. Now, these stock markets that have already signed up for this are the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, the Nairobi Stock Exchange, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the Mauritius Stock Exchange, the Egyptian Stock Exchange, the Bourse Regional de Val Mobilier, that is the stock exchange that integrates all the West African countries. And then Burkina Faso and Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Bissau, Mali, Niger, Senegal, and Togo. So that is, they have one body that actually takes care of their securities exchanges. So they are trying to bring up a project that will put together all these stocks, and you'll be able to trade online from Nigeria, from Kenya, in the same country, but across different platforms. So the African Exchanges Linkage Project is a joint initiative by ASEA and African Development Bank. So they want to bring back this African stock market where people can actually trade without any challenges online. The facilitation of cross-border trading will open up the markets to diverse portfolio and investment opportunities, as well as enhance liquidity, says the President Edo Kosi. So when we have this agglomeration, when we come together as Africa and do this trade, we shall actually increase liquidity. Yeah, liquidity that is turning our stocks into money. It will be easier, right? Because we are trading across borders. So I don't know what the Ugandan market think, but I think this should be a good venture as well for us to look into and join our brothers from other countries and start trading on the African platform, on the African continent as well. Now, the brokers and investors will be able to access variety of asset classes in their markets, and therefore brokers from Uganda can easily access assets in other countries like Nairobi and other places in West Africa. And so this is one of the ways in which brokers can actually also increase their capital by getting to know where they can invest in other countries as well. So besides these developing stories, we have a lot more coming up for you. We have a guest who is going to come and talk about investment banking. So now, if you are a bank account holder out there and you have your money in the bank and you have a couple of things that you would want to do with that money, what would you do, and how far can you go, and how does the bank rates affect these stocks and bonds and bills that we are talking about? So if you want to know more of that, if you want to know exactly how to trade using your bank money, using your charges, and you can do a lot with your bank. So we're having officials from Finance Trust Bank who are going to enlighten us on the same matter. So I would wish that you remain with us and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you.